You've been pretty vocal about some of what's happening at the federal level, and let's start with the president's attempts to leverage more control of the Fed. And you've responded to that. You've, in fact, put out a recent statement, and I'm curious on two fronts. One, what is your view of that, and why have you felt compelled to weigh in as a state treasurer?
Well, because that has an impact to our state. We rely, as the United States, on an independent Federal Reserve. The world relies on the confidence that they have in American monetary policy based on an independent Federal Reserve. The actions taken by the president undermine confidence in the Federal Reserve. It is very concerning. When you couple that with the reckless actions coming from this administration related to tariffs, related to just the instability that takes place. And for folks who don't know, I mean, the whole idea is you have a Fed that is setting interest rates based on short-term interest rates, based on the needs of the economy. If you start playing politics with that, the Fed can lower interest rates and people won't believe it. And if people don't believe it, then those interest rates aren't able to change. I mean, it's a foundational component and will just lead to more inflation. I mean, we're already seeing incredible inflation. I think when I met with you, it was probably almost 4 years ago, I started raising concerns related to inflation that was going to be taking place during the previous presidential administration. We are seeing warning signs now related to additional inflation taking place with this administration through different actions. Mm-hmm. And ultimately, those who are left paying the price for that inflation are folks who can least afford it, which are just working class folks who are paying the bills on that.
Can you appreciate his frustration that the Fed hasn't lowered interest rates more quickly?
Well, his frustration is based on policies and economic failures that he's created. I mean, you can't create these economic problems through tariffs and then turn around and also want lower interest rates and assume that everything's going to work great. He's creating an inflationary environment. And I think the concern is, of course, everyone would want low interest rates. Everyone wants free money. But that money, there's no free money. Everything has a trade-off, and the interest rates help determine what that is. And we have an independent Federal Reserve who has a respected role. And there's a reason the dollar is respected internationally. It's a reason it's the main currency. It's because we don't do these type of games that other countries do, or at least we haven't until this administration.
You can check out the rest of the show by clicking on the link below or by watching Inside Olympia Thursday evenings at 7 and 10.